All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just My Thought. I'm your host, Justice. Let's dive in. Okay, so I was going to go to the men's advice, but I was scrolling through Reddit and I came across this story in the relationship advice, and I thought it would be a pretty intense one. So let's read it. My 26 male, wife, 27 female, and my brother, 27 male, have gotten super close, and it's to the point where it's starting to seem weird to me. I'm not sure what to do. I've been married to my wife for 3 years now. She's been a natural flirt her whole life. I've known this since we dated. She harmlessly flirts with guys from time to time, and it's always nothing too far or too crazy. I never have been too uncomfortable with this, as she claims to only do it when I'm around because she knows that it makes me want her more. She just likes the attention too. She has claimed she has never cheated on me or any of her exes. I believe her, as I feel that I have no reason not to. I'm on her phone all the time and never notice anything suspicious. Her and my brother have hit it off well ever since they first met. The three of us hang out a lot, and they do alone occasionally. I've never had a problem with this either. It never really hit me that something could be going on between them. My wife and I have a pretty nice house. I was lucky to land my dream job and make good money. My brother has been less fortunate though. He dropped out of high school and has had a few stunts in jail. Nevertheless, I still love him and enjoy his company. He is always welcome over at our house. He doesn't live there, but he stays over a good bit. He doesn't have a home, so he's either staying with us or at his friends'. Even with all his problems, he has always been the ladies' man. I guess that is where some of my worries have come from. I know that many women find him very attractive. My wife works from home now, so there's a good bit of time that they are at home alone together. At first, I didn't think anything of it. Everything seemed normal to me. Over time, I've noticed more and more weird things though. Sometimes when I come home, they will be laying on our bed or my brother's bed together. They aren't cuddling, but it's still weird to me. Sometimes my wife will only have her underwear on when around him. She has seen him naked a few times. One of the times when she walked in on him naked, she whistled at him. I couldn't tell if it was to be funny or flirty. He will also walk around close to naked from time to time. She really almost treats us both the same. It's like we are both her husband. She hugs him, kisses him on the cheek, and flirts with him. Recently, I came home to see her cuddling with him on the couch. I don't know why it was this that took me to the breaking point, but it was. I finally asked what they were doing. She just said, we are relaxing. What does it look like? I snapped and told her to get up and for him to leave. He was confused as to what was going on. I cursed at him and told him that he needed to leave now. He looked confused, but eventually walked out. My wife asked what that was about. I told her that I was finally fed up with how they'd been with each other and that it seemed like there was something going on between them. She got mad at me for accusing her and said that their relationship was completely healthy and normal and that nothing was going on. She said she sees him like her brother. She yelled at me some more and then locked herself in our room. She has barely spoken to me at all since. My brother hasn't been back since that either. I don't want to ruin my relationship with either of them. I realize that I may not have handled this correctly, but I just was not feeling comfortable anymore. What should I do from here? I really am lost. My wife has been flirting with my brother and is constantly alone with him while I'm at work. Ooh, this is a doozy right here. So, take a seat on the justice couch. Let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing is that both of you had the right to get upset. What? Justice, how does that work? Well, she had a right to get upset at you. Why? Because you've been enabling this flirty behavior your whole relationship and your whole marriage. You said it in the beginning. You knew that she was a flirt. You knew that she flirted all the time. So this is her behavior that you have just kind of encouraged because, like you said, it makes you want her more. So she does it. And plus, she likes the attention. So that's why she has the right to be upset at you. Because, hey, what are you getting upset for me doing what I've always done, which you said was okay? You have the right to be upset at her or upset at them because it's your frickin' brother. Okay? Now, you may not have an issue with her flirting, but not with family. You don't do that with my brother. She should know better, and your brother should know better. No, we're not going to get that close. We can be cool and you can treat me like your brother, but I'm pretty sure if she has a brother, she's not walking around, in her underwear and lingerie and everything around him. And she's not whistling at him saying, woohoo, nice package and everything like that to her actual brother if she has one. So this has already crossed the line. Your brother should not be walking around naked in front of your wife. Your wife should not be making suggestive comments at your brother. So they need to understand that that's off limits. They've crossed the line. So what you need to do is bring your brother back, sit the two of them down, and express this to them. I'm not going to have my brother in my house walking around naked around my wife. And my wife is not going to be walking around in her underwear around my brother. Okay? If he's going to be spending time there and everything like that, you're not going to be laying in bed with him. You're not going to be cuddled up on the couch with him and all this other excess nonsense. That's crossing the line. This is family. Maybe you're at your breaking point when it comes to the flirting altogether, but you need to address this one specifically. This is extreme. No family. Brother, if you're going to spend time over here, if you're going to stay over here, be respectful. I would expect you to understand not to do this in front of my wife. Okay? He knows that there was something wrong. Whether she was really trying to do something with your brother or not, just the behavior in itself opens the door to something possibly happening. And that's what you want to prevent. Relationships are hard enough as is. There is no reason to tempt the temptation. That's what they're doing. They're tempting the temptation. Well, I see him as my brother. I've already seen him naked. He's already seen me in lingerie. We're already cuddling on the couch. We already have plenty of time at home alone without my husband here. That's a lot of different checks in the box that can just potentially just open the door. Like, okay, let's just do it. He'll never find out because we'll just continue to behave the same way we've been behaving in front of him. So put this in check. Let her know that it's not cool for her to be acting this way with your brother. Let your brother know that it's not cool for him to be acting this way with your wife. They're not to be walking around unclothed around each other. And no cuddling on the couch. And your brother needs to leave the house when you leave the house. Let that be the case. If he's unemployed or whatever, you go walk in the park and I'll call you when I get back. But you don't need to be in the house alone with my wife because obviously the two of them don't know how to act. So just make it simple. Move out, go stay with your friends. I love you. You can come over on the weekends. You can come over in the evenings when I'm home. But you and my wife do not need to be alone together. Period. Because you need to be comfortable. This is your wife, your relationship. You need to be comfortable in this situation. It's not a matter of, oh, how's my brother going to feel, blah, blah. No, he's free to go stay with his friend. He's free to get off his butt and go find a job and find his own place to stay. This is your house, your kingdom, your throne. How you feel matters. How your wife feel matters too, but she's the one that's engaging in the questionable behavior. So how she feels matters less in this regard. So talk to the two of them, express your feelings, and let the chips fall where they may. There's no reason to end the relationship. Unless she just decides, I'm just going to continue to flirt with your brother. And in that case, okay, well, it's time to walk away because you're not taking my feelings into consideration, which I need you to do. So that's just my thought. All right. Like I said, this was a crazy one. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think he should do? What do you think the brother and the wife should do as well? Are they in the wrong, or is this perfectly innocent because the husband was okay with the flirting? Let me know in the comments. Stay tuned for another episode. And remember, anything you do, make sure you do it justice.